Shalom, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai, Barak the Yahweh, Barak the Yahushai. Let you all praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, double honors the apostles, elders, and bishops, great millstone, and peace and salutations, to the hopeful elect across the planet Earth, pushing this truth, in sincerity, in spirit, and in truth. So yeah, man, these prophecies, man, the vision is set for an appointed time, man. We're at the time when these visions, are coming to life, man. These prophecies, this word, man. I got this article out of the Wall Street Journal. Basically, it's going to play into the whole. These NATO nations are going to hate America, man. He says, the Trump team explores punishment, for NATO countries that didn't support, Iran war. So he's looking for ways, to punish, these NATO allies, man. And basically he's saying, the U.S. is no longer allies, man. He made those statements before, but this is out of the Wall Street Journal. The Wall Street Journal, reputable source. It was dated yesterday, April 8th, 2026. It's titled Exclusive. The Trump team explores punishment for NATO countries that didn't support Iran war. In an interview last month, Spanish Prime Minister Pedro Sanchez said that alignment with the U.S. over Iran is a mistake. So a lot of these NATO countries are against, what Trump did and what Trump's doing. That's going to play part in the whole, how the beast shall hate the whore. Blast or fire, they're all going to come together, But this is the Washington, the White House, is considering a plan to punish some members of the NATO alliance that President Trump thinks were unhelpful to the U.S. and Israel during the Iran war, according to the administration officials. The proposal would involve moving U.S. troops out of North Atlantic Treaty Organization member countries deemed unhelpful to the Iran war effort, and stationing them in countries that were more supportive. The proposal would fall far short from President Trump's recent threats to fully withdraw the U.S. from the alliance, which by law he can't do without Congress. So, Trump doesn't really care about, Congress approval. He couldn't go into war with Iran without, the approval of Congress. He couldn't start that war without the approval of Congress, but he did it anyway. So technically it's not really a war because Congress never approved it, but that didn't stop them from going up in there and bombing it. And now he wants to punish these countries by withdrawing North Atlantic Treaty Organization member countries, or the troops, U.S. troops from out of the NATO countries, man. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Well, we already know what's going to happen, but these prophecies are coming to life right now, man. That's how we're at the end time. This is Habakkuk 2:1. I will stand upon my watch, set upon the tower, and set me upon the tower, and will watch to see what he will say unto me, and what I shall answer when I am reproved. Yes, I'll stand upon my watch, man. It's part of standing on your watch, watching the news, paying attention to what's going on in the world. Because this is how we're, piecing together what's happening. This is how we know we're close, to the end times, man. This is how we know we're close to the return of Yahushua, man, by these prophecies coming to pass. So that's how you stand upon your watch. The Lord answered me and said, write the vision, make it plain upon tables. Yeah, these scriptures are plain, man, for the most part. It says, make it plain upon tables. You know, the Lord will give his secrets and reveal his secrets unto his servants, the prophets, you know, and it'll be plain to them, you know. And he may run that readeth. And readeth it. At tables, these scriptures, man. Write the vision down. That's what these prophets did. They wrote these visions down that they saw back in their time. And now we're seeing it being played out in this time, in the time at the end, man, in which the prophets are coming back. The prophets are already back here again in the reincarnation. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. So that's how you know, man, we're at the end. You know, because these visions are speaking, man. Wars, rumors of wars, earthquakes, diverse places, upwars of the people. You know, Medes, Lord putting hooks in the jaws of the Medes, you know, which are the Russians today, the land of the Medes, which are the Russians. The Lord's turning them back, you know. All these prophecies are coming to life, man. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry, man. Yeah. We flip that to the NLT. It says, and the Lord said unto me, write my answer plainly on tablets, and write it down, so the runner can carry the correct message to others. You know, the runner carry the correct message, you know. In front of the prophets, man, can, you know, take that correct message and give it to the people, man. Give it to, you know, give warning to the people, the correct message to the people, man. This vision is for a future time. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. Yeah, the vision is for a future time, which we're in that time now. It describes the end, and it will be fulfilled. It will be fulfilled. And the last one is that nuclear destruction, man. The return of Yahushua, delivering the elect, and that nuclear destruction, man. It's going to be the outcome, you know. If it seems slow in coming, wait patiently, for it will surely take place. It will not be delayed. Yeah, even though it seems like it's taking A, but the A, once it goes down, it's going down, man. For it will surely take place. Yeah, it's taking place now, man. You know that Iran war kind of cooled down a little bit with the ceasefire. It's going to build back up again, man. You know, the elect has to be woken up first. Other things have to, you know, the angels are holding back the destruction, you know, till, you know, the elect is sealed up all over the planet Earth, man. Wherever the elect may be at, they have to get sealed up first. And also, you know, other prophecies have to come to pass. You know, America collapsing, all hell breaking loose in America, financial system collapsing, and them instituting that mark of the beast, that chip, that has to come, and then those missiles will come. And then Yahushua will come with that fire and blasting with his chariots like a whirlwind. His chariots like a whirlwind blasting with fire. And then ultimately, you know, that nuclear destruction coming, man. It will not be delayed, man. But it's set for an appointed time, man. Yeah, Revelation 17:14. These shall make war with the Lamb, and the Lamb shall overcome them. Yeah, Esau's going to try to fight Yahushua, you know, when he comes back, that war in heaven, you know. And Yahushua and his angels come, then all these different armies are going to get together, you know, to start to fight the Lord in the air, you know, that war in heaven. And the Lamb shall overcome them. Yeah, scriptures say nothing was to be perceived but the smell of dust and burning, man. The smell of smoke. He's going to blast them all out of the atmosphere. He's going to blast them all out of the skies, man. The F-35s, F-22s, F-16s, fighter jets that Esau's going to send on the Lord. But the chariots going to blast them out. Blast them, you know. His place shall be no more in heaven. You know, he's going to blast them right out of his rulership, man. Yahushua is going to take rulership of the planet Earth, man. For he is Lord of lords, King of kings, Yahushua, man. And they that are with him are called the chosen and faithful. As his chosen, man. His remnant, his elect. His joint heirs. So there's a reward, for doing this work, man. And he saith unto me, the waters which thou sawest, where the horse sitteth, are peoples, multitudes, nations, and tongues. He's talking about America. Waters, the people here in America, man. The 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, talking about the NATO countries, man. NATO and the EU, the beast, and the 10 horns and all that. These shall hate the whore, and shall make her desolate and naked, and shall eat her flesh and burn her with fire. I was going to do that with the nuclear missiles, man. So we're seeing how these NATO countries are going to turn on America. They're starting to hate America. They're starting to hate the whore. I mean, it's plain, man. They're seeing it. And it shall speak and not lie, man. These visions are speaking, and they're not lying, man. Trump team explores ways to punish NATO countries. Hey, you think they're going to take that, man? And burn her with fire. And eventually, that nuclear destruction is going to happen, man. And these NATO countries are going to blast fire. They're going to blast those missiles on America, man. The 2nd Ezra 9:1. He answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself. Yeah, measure thou the time diligently. Just like we read Habakkuk, man, stand upon your watch. Measure thou the time. You gotta know the time you're living in, man. You don't want that day to creep up on you like a thief in the night. And that's gonna happen to a lot of people, man. The ones that aren't watching, the ones that aren't paying attention, the ones that don't care, The ones that are living life as in the days of Noah, eating, drinking, and giving into marriage, and caring about the ways of this world, man, this life, and not paying attention, wanting to continue on in this place. They're going to be caught off guard. The Lord comes like a thief in the night, man. It's going to be too late. And when thou seest parts of the sign pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that in this very same time, when the highest will begin to visit the world in which he made. Yeah, the Lord is visiting this place now, man. He's visiting this place. Therefore, and there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world. Yeah, it's part of the vision, man. Earthquakes, uproars of the people. Then shalt thou well understand the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning. Yeah, like when I was prophets, man, he told them to write the visions down, make them plain upon tables. And now we're seeing them come to life now. They saw the vision, and they wrote the vision down, and now these visions are playing out, man. These prophecies are playing out. NATO is eventually going to hate the whore, man. They're going to hate America. And they're going to burn her with fire. For like as all that is made in the world has a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest. Yeah, the end is manifest, man. Why? Because it says, the vision is yet for an appointed time, but the end it shall speak and not lie. So he said, these prophecies are coming to life. So that's how we're at the end, man. The word, part of the prophecy, that the word was going to be spread across the four, corners of the earth. The word has to be pushed for all the world to hear, for all the nations to hear it. And that's happened. And that's happening right now. It's been happening since, the internet, since 2006, 2007. When the apostles first came on YouTube, man. The word was pushed over the planet Earth, man. And then the end would come, man. Yeah, this article is not loading, but it says that the end is manifest, man. We're at the end, man. So that's why you got to get into this word, man. Because we're at the end. You got to get into this word, get into these prophecies, man. Get into this truth, man. It's Isaiah 34, while you still can. Seek ye the Lord while he may be found. It's Isaiah 34:16. Seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. You have these scriptures, the Holy Bible, man. King James Version Bible. And read. No one of these shall fail. No one of what? These visions, these prophecies. None of them shall fail. And they're speaking loudly, man. Shall speak and not lie. What's going on, man? What Trump is doing? None shall want her mate. Now, you can't compare this book to any other book, man, because they don't have the prophecies. This book is prophecies, it's laws, it's history, man. No other book has that, especially the prophecies, man. No other book has these prophecies, man. That's why you can't compare it to any other book out there, any other doctrine, From my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them, man. The Spirit's gathering the elect right now in the four corners, man. And that's what's really holding back this destruction, man. The Spirit is gathering, the Lord's remnant, his elect, as we just read in Revelation, man. Or, yeah, we're in that time, man. It's a lot. It says, seek ye out of the book of the Lord and read. No one of these shall fail. All these prophecies are going to come to pass. None shall want her mate. From my mouth it hath commanded, and his spirit it hath gathered them. Yeah, the Spirit's gathering, right now, at the very end. But yeah, just wanted to, got a short little article. It doesn't want to load anymore, But yeah, Trump is, he's looking for ways, to get these NATO nations to, to punish these NATO nations for not supporting him in his, Iran, conflict, his Iranian war. And, slowly it's going to build up to where a lot of these NATO nations are going to, hate America, man. It started really with Greenland, All these NATO nations saw that, so he's building up, man. It's all building up. But with that, shalom.